So in this video we will study about next topic of applied maths unit 6 descriptive analysis. So this is coefficient of variation. Formula for coefficient of variation is this one. Standard deviation divided by mean multiplied by 100. So whenever we have to determine coefficient of variation, just find out standard deviation divided by mean and multiplied by 100. So this is question 1 of exercise 16C. So in this we have to determine which set of bags has more uniform pressure. So more uniform pressure means less variation will be there. So whichever will have less variation value will have more uniform pressure. So this data is given Ci, A and B. A frequency is this, B frequency is this. Now Xi we can calculate 5, lower limit plus upper limit divided by 2, lower plus upper divided by 2. Then Fi, Xi you can easily calculate, multiply these two terms for A and for B multiply these two terms for B, right? Then we have then just find out sum of them, right? Find out the sum, find out these sum and calculate mean. Mean is equal to sigma Fi Xi upon sigma Fi. So calculate mean for A and mean for B, right? And leave it. Now Xi minus X bar whole square, right? So for standard deviation we have to make this column Xi, this one, minus X bar for A will be something else, X bar for mean B will be something else. Mean for A is something else, mean for B is something else. You have to determine that. So subtract both the values and the square of that we'll write here in these two columns, right? In these two columns subtract Xi with mean, right? Subtract mean from Xi and then square of it, write it here for A and for B. Now Fi for A multiply by this will be written here. Fi for B multiply by this will be written here, right? So standard deviation formula is 1 upon n sigma Fi Xi minus X bar whole square. So write the sum here, right? Whatever total values you will get, write it here. Put the values into this and find out standard deviation for A and standard deviation for B, right? Then put standard deviation for A in this formula, mean for A in this formula multiplied by 100. Then standard deviation for B in this formula, standard deviation mean for B in this formula and multiplied by 100. So whichever coefficient of variation will be smaller will be more uniform, right? So in this way you have to perform all these steps. So perform it and get the answer and just let me know which one is more uniform pressure. Now this is question number 2 based on the same concept, right? In this we have to find out coefficient of variation. So again the data is Ci, frequency. Then we can easily determine Xi. Xi is lower limit plus upper limit divided by 2, right? So here we will write the values. Now Fi Xi, so Fi multiply Xi will write here, right? Multiply both the terms and write here, right? Then find out mean. So mean formula is X bar is equal to sigma Fi Xi upon sigma Fi, right? So total, just find the total and then find the mean, right? So Xi minus mean whole square we will write here. Subtract mean from this Xi and square of it we will write here. Then Fi, this column multiply with this column we will write here, right? Then add all the values, put the value into this formula for standard deviation. Whatever standard deviation we will get from here, just put it into this formula, right? Sigma Sigma means standard deviation divided by mean multiplied by 100. So that will be coefficient of variation. Simple steps you have to follow. Next is question number 3rd, which is also exactly same. Just find out standard deviation. So we know in the previous exercise we learned how to find out standard deviation. So if some data is given, find out mean, right? Or find out sigma xi first. So xi for first, sigma xi for second, right? Just find the value sum of all, right? And then square of all the values, sum of square of all the values, right? Xi for second square. So then find out sum of square of all the values, and 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, n value is 10. So put the value into this formula, you will get standard deviation. So once you will get standard deviation, just put standard deviation value into this formula. So you will get coefficient of variation. Simple. Nothing you have to do. In this, the question is asking which of the following is more consistent. So more consistent means if the one who will be having less, the one which will be having less coefficient of variation or smaller coefficient of variation will be more consistent. So the one which will have less or smaller coefficient of variation will be more consistent. So this will be our solution. So just do it. Same is question number 4th. So in question number 4th, everything is given to us. Number of workers are given, average monthly wages are given, variance is given, right? Question number 4th. Number of workers are given. So average monthly wages are given, right? 2800. So we have to find out coefficient of variation in this, and we have to determine which one will have greater coefficient of variation. So mean we can determine. So mean formula is sigma xi. So average monthly wages is given 2800, right? So each worker is getting 2800. Variance is given. So x bar is 2800, x bar A, firm A, x bar firm B is 2800, right? Variance means sigma square A is 100, sigma square B is 169. So sigma B will be 13, sigma A will be 10. Put the value into this formula and you will get the answer. So we have to determine in which firm A or B is there greater variability in individual wages. So individual wages, which firm will have greater variability? So the one which will have greater coefficient of variation will have greater variability. So this is all about today's video. In the next video we will discuss about next topic of applied maths. So thank you for watching.